everyone, my name's Katie Turner and welcome to my first YouTube video. I'm going to be posting makeup content and things like that on YouTube, so if that's something you might be interested in, please watch this video and subscribe to my channel. I do a lot of makeup on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram link down below. So if you wanted to see how I achieved this look, just keep on watching. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm just going to start by putting a little bit of foundation around my eyebrows. This might sound a little bit crazy, but it makes it a lot easier when you go to blend your foundation once you've done your eyebrows and eyes. If you've done your foundation already under your brows, you can kind of blend it a lot easier. I don't really know anyone else who does that, but I just find it easier for me, so that's what I do. And then for my eyebrows, I'm using Browsings by Benefit, and I'm using it in the shade 3. I literally don't use anything else other than this. It's just that good. I've also got an updated brow tutorial on my Instagram, and also my first video on YouTube was an updated brow tutorial. So if you want to go and see how I do my brows, then watch that. So I've just gone ahead and done my eyebrows off camera, and I've also added some concealer underneath them just to clean them all up. Today I'm going to be using the one and only, the Carnival XL Pro palette by Be Perfect Cosmetics and Stacey Marie MUA. I think it's probably my favourite palette at the moment. I do flip between this and the James Charles palette. There's only one colour I would probably say that I like more in the James Charles palette, and that's the black. I don't know what it is about it, I just find the James Charles one a little bit easier to blend. So I'm just going in first with this brush from Nancy. I think I'm going to do a black on the lid and then smoked out into a browny orangey colour. So I'm just going to go in with the black first, and I'm just going to pack this on to the lid. See, I don't know what it is about this black, but I'm just not that big of a fan of it compared to the James Charles one. But obviously I said I was going to use this palette in this video, so I'm just gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can get it to blend a little bit better. Maybe it's me, I don't know. I've heard such good things about this palette, so maybe it's just me. I'm just trying to create that eye shape, but I'm not taking it too high because this is not a cut crease or anything like that. It's just so I can blend the browns out. It's been so warm today in the UK, and that's why I've burnt my nose, if you can tell. I'm just going to go in with a smaller blending brush. I think I'm going to go in again with the Nancy blending eyeshadow brush. This is just like a little detail brush, and I'm going to take the colour Slow Burn, and I'm just going to start to diffuse that product. So then I'm just going to blend this out with some yellow at the top. I do think blending your colours out with a nice warm yellow or like a nice orange literally makes the world of difference. So once I've packed the colour on, I always like to use my next colour to kind of go in circular motions, and I use half on the black and half onto the fresh lid. The most important part of this is to just trust the process, because at the end it all comes together quite nicely. I don't know if I've said, but I'm just going in with the shade Hall, and I'm just trying to diffuse this black upwards a little bit, and then I'm just gonna go in with Slow Burn and just warm that up a little bit. And at the minute, if you look at both eyes, you'll probably think, what is this? And on this side, it obviously looks a lot more blended and everything. So it really is just about trusting the process. Just using that orange to just diffuse that brown colour up into the brow and create a seamless blend. And as you can see at the start of this eye, it's starting to look a little bit more blended, and then just carry on through the brow. So seeing as though we're going for quite a dark eye, I'm now going to go in with my black pencil eyeliner, and this is just one from Primark. It's called the PS Col Eye Pencil, and I just pop this into my waterline and onto my bottom lash line to create a more dark look. For me personally, I actually think this makes such a big difference, because sometimes I feel like in your lash line you can kind of see like your skin through it, if that makes sense, but when you line your waterline it gets rid of that, so it kind of just looks like a really intense dark smoky eye. So now I've done that, I'm going to move on to my lower lash line. So for this I take a really small packing on brush. I take this one, this is just a Primark one actually. Primark 252 eyeshadow blending brush. It's very dense, so it picks up a lot of product, which is what we're wanting for underneath the eye. So I'm just going back in with that black in the palette. Ow, 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 ow. I like to do quite a dark under eye because I think it just brings the whole look together. I think I'm going to go in with slow burn, and I'm just going to blend that black out a little bit. And as you can see, this eye and this eye. This eye's been blended out and this eye hasn't, so you can see the difference that that makes. I'm just going to go in with some lashes now, and I'm going to use the Mink 3D hair lashes that I think I got them off AliExpress. They're like literally £2, but I absolutely love them. They're really wispy. And they're not too heavy for this look, because I think sometimes when you're doing an eyeshadow like this, you don't want something that's too heavy on the eyelashes, because it can kind of just all be a bit too much. If there's one part of my makeup routine I cannot do, is applying lashes. I don't know what it is, but I just can't do it. And then I know that some people do this before they put their eyelashes on, but I find sometimes it's quite hard. If you do your mascara before you put your eyelashes on, your eyelashes bend upwards, so then I find it harder to put the eyelashes on, so I do it afterwards, but that's just my personal preference. I'm just going in, just very lightly, just coating those lashes so you can't see them amongst the false ones. And there we go. Right, now let's move on to skin. I don't use primer, just because I don't feel like it actually does anything for your makeup. That's just my opinion. A lot of people do disagree with me, but I just don't think it does anything. I think it's a little bit of a waste of money. I just go straight in with foundation. I'm going to be using the 24-hour Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. This is literally my favourite foundation ever. I love it. The bottle looks a little bit disgusting right now, so don't look at that. And then on a Morphe Y6 brush, this is literally my favourite foundation brush. I'm just gonna buff that foundation in. As I said at the beginning, I put a little bit of foundation over my eyebrows, and as you can see, I don't need to go too close to them because it pretty much just blends together now, because I already had foundation on underneath my brows, so I don't really need to go too close to my eyebrow and don't really need to faff with that. I'm just going to go in with some concealer, and then I need to get some bronzer on because I'm looking a little bit ghostly. And I'm just going to blend the concealer in without disturbing that eyeshadow too much. So I'm just taking a buffing brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just using Hoola bronzer. I like to use Hoola to contour, and then I go in with a warmer bronzer to kind of bronze my face, if that makes any sense. But this is kind of just like to define the cheekbones, get me some bone structure. I do like to cream contour, but I just find it a little bit hard to work with sometimes, and I just find it a little bit easier when I just use powder. And then on a big fluffy brush, this one is just one that I got from Amazon. It's just like a fluffy brush that I use for bronzer. And I'm just gonna take my Primark bronzer. This is literally one of my favorite ones, and it's literally £2. Just gonna warm up those cheekbones. Stop me looking so pale. With a Real Techniques brush, just going in with my Milani blush in the shade Luminoso. Something like that. I really like this blusher because it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, so it blends really nicely with the highlighter, I always find, and it's quite peachy, which is my kind of blush. I only put a little bit on, but I really like it. So I recently purchased some Doll Beauty highlighters. I've heard really good things about them and I wanted to try them out. I'm just taking a PC15 highlighter brush, well I use it for highlight anyway, from Peaches and Cream. And I'm just gonna go in with this one because I got the duo. I think I might mix the two and just see how they look together. Oh, wow. And then for the final step, I'm just gonna move on to lips. So my go-to combo at the minute is my MAC lip liner in the shade Cork and my Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in the shade Celebrity Skin. I do tend to overline my lips just because my lips are quite small, if you didn't already notice. So I like them to be a little bit bigger, a little bit more full. And then I usually just take a little bit of concealer and I just pat it I'll just pat it into the middle of the lips to just kind of give it a little bit of an ombre and a little bit more of a lighter finish. I'm just going to go in with some lip gloss now just to finish off the look because I'm not really into my matte lips. And this is the finished look. I put my hair in a bun just because I feel like it's quite a dramatic eye look. Thanks for watching this Get Ready With Me, even though I'm literally just going to be sitting on my sofa and doing absolutely nothing for the rest of the night. If you did like this video, please feel free to like, comment and subscribe if you want. I am going to be posting a lot more content up on my YouTube channel. So I hope you've enjoyed and I'll see you next time. Bye!